In 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 8 through 36, we read about the Shunammite woman who showed kindness to the prophet Elisha. She prepared a room he could use to rest when he came to town. Grateful for her hospitality, Elisha wanted to do something for her, even though she told him it was not necessary. Gehazi, Elisha's servant, told him that she was childless and her husband was old. When the woman stood before Elisha, he prophesied to her that she would have a child about this time next year. And she did. The child grew up and went to help his father in the fields. One day he became sick and later died in her lap. The woman laid her son on the bed in Elisha's room, closed the door, and went out. She requested from her husband a servant and a donkey to take her to the man of God. When questioned, she simply said, "It's all right." Hurriedly, the servant and the woman rode toward Mount Carmel to find Elisha. He saw her in the distance and sent Gehazi to find out what was wrong. She simply said again, "All is well." However, when she came before Elisha, she fell at his feet in anguish and reminded him of their conversation long ago. Elisha returned to her home, and the Lord used him to bring the boy back to life. In this story, the Shunammite woman was rewarded or blessed because of the seed of kindness she showed to the prophet Elisha. That blessing, however, was attacked. Her words in this dire situation represented the dogged determination in her heart that if she could get to the man of God, all would be well, and it was. Have you ever had a blessing from the Lord attacked? Perhaps after a season of much prayer and waiting for that blessing to manifest, you finally received it from God. The blessing continued to bring joy and satisfaction to your life, and you were very grateful. Then after some time had passed, that same blessing was attacked, perhaps even taken away from you. When this happens, it can feel as though the wind has been knocked out of you. I don't know which is worse, having never been blessed, seeing that blessing slip away slowly, or that blessing suddenly removed. During those difficult moments, your character is revealed. Do you allow your words to betray your faith? Do you give up? Or do you have that same dogged determination that brought you the blessing in the first place? The Shunammite woman did not let her words betray her faith. In fact, on 2 occasions, when she could have poured out her anguish, she did not. Her blessing was attacked. Her blessing was dead. But she stayed focused and pursued to find the one that could help her. And because she did, her blessing was restored. The blessing of the Lord makes one rich and adds no sorrow with it. Would the Lord be so unkind as to snatch away from you his blessing? When life doesn't make sense and the blessings we've enjoyed have faded or been removed, what we say and do is vital. The Shunammite woman placed her son on the bed and shut the door, keeping out all negative influences. Sometimes it's just not wise to pour out your heart to those who might persuade you negatively. Be careful with whom you share your problems. Instead, pursue our Lord, pursue his word, and pursue wise men and women of God who will counsel you in faith. I'll admit that things don't always turn out the way we think they should, but our loving Father uses everything to bring about his best for us. Jesus said, "If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven, who is able to give you good things to those who ask him?" I believe the Shunammite woman's reaction to her situation had everything to do with the outcome. She watched over her words and pursued the man of God, and her blessing was restored. If your blessing has been attacked, watch what you say and do. Pursue God and use his word to see that your blessings are restored or made new. Remember, God is not a man, so he does not lie. He's not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? has he ever promised and not carried it through?